Welcome to our e-learning video on the subject of the Cultural Revolution, a tumultuous period in Chinese history that lasted from 1966 to 1976. This decade-long movement had profound impacts on China's society, politics, and culture, and its effects are still felt today. The Cultural Revolution was launched by Mao Zedong, the chairman of the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, ostensibly to preserve Chinese communism by purging remnants of capitalist and traditional elements from Chinese society, and to reimpose Maoist thought as the dominant ideology within the party. The movement rapidly escalated into a widespread social and political upheaval. The early stages of the Cultural Revolution were marked by the formation of the Red Guards, groups of radical students and young people who were mobilized to attack the four olds: old customs, old culture, old habits, and old ideas. Temples were destroyed, historic sites defaced, and countless cultural artifacts were ruined. Intellectuals, teachers, and those with ties to the West or traditional Chinese culture were particularly targeted, suffering abuse, and in many cases, death. One of the defining features of the Cultural Revolution was the widespread chaos and power struggles it unleashed within the CCP. Senior party officials were purged, and many high-ranking leaders, including President Liu Shaoqi and General Secretary Deng Xiaoping, were ousted from their positions and subjected to public humiliation and imprisonment. The movement also led to significant disruptions in China's economy. The focus on political struggle and ideological purity, combined with the persecution of skilled workers and professionals, severely impacted industrial production and agricultural output, leading to economic decline and hardship for millions of Chinese citizens. The Cultural Revolution began to wane in the early 1970s, following the death of key figures like Lin Biao, Mao's designated successor, who died under mysterious circumstances in 1971. The movement officially came to an end in 1976, following Mao's death and the subsequent arrest of the Gang of Four, a radical political faction that had risen to prominence during the Cultural Revolution. The aftermath of the Cultural Revolution was a period of reflection and rebuilding for China. The CCP, under the leadership of Deng Xiaoping, embarked on a series of economic reforms and opening up policies that shifted China away from Maoist orthodoxy and towards a more pragmatic and economically driven approach. In conclusion, the Cultural Revolution was a complex and devastating period in Chinese history. It was characterized by radical social and political upheaval, widespread persecution, and significant cultural and economic disruptions. The lessons of the Cultural Revolution continue to influence Chinese society and politics, serving as a cautionary tale of the dangers of extremism and the importance of stability and pragmatism in governance. Thank you for joining us for this exploration of the Cultural Revolution. We hope this video has provided you with a deeper understanding of this pivotal period in China's history and its lasting impact on the country and the world. If you found this content informative, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more educational content on historical events and their profound implications.